Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video will all be about renting a house in Canada. Usually when you land in Canada, you definitely have to find a place to stay, and that is a temporary accommodation for you. The temporary accommodation may be the Airbnb or hostels or even hotels. So Airbnb is the best option when you land in Canada, even it's affordable. But after some days, you definitely want to move to your own space. So that time you'll start looking for an permanent accommodation for yourself. So this video I'll just cover the possible ways which we looked into to find a permanent housing. So I hope you like this video. If you like the video, and please support me by subscribing the channel. So let's start the video. First option is types of housing in Canada. There are 4 types of housing in Canada. The first one will be the condo, apartments, individual housing. It is also called as detached housing, and basement. Condos are something which is considered to be a private residence in a building or a community, which is owned by one individual who acts as a house owner or a landlord. Condos may have an access to a swimming pool or a fitness center or any other common area in your building. And the most important part is you may as it is owned by the landlords itself, so there may be the chances that you may find some personal touch by the previous one who was staying there. Maybe they were landlord, maybe the decorative walls or some beautiful lighting or beautiful interior and all. So usually what happens, you may be thinking, are condos cheaper than apartments? Apartments we'll be seeing in the next point, but let me explain about the condos. And you will be thinking that is it cheaper than apartments? But I have to tell you one thing, it's not a cheaper than an apartment. Cost of renting a condo is usually similar to the cost of renting an apartment, but there will be some extra fees, such as some maintenance fees if any work has to be done in your home, or if any, and one more very important fees it will be there in condos is a homeowners association fees. So it is like you have to pay for certain amount along with the rent in condos to maintain the community over in the building. Coming to the maintenance, sometimes if your owner is unavailable, you definitely have to take care of maintenance in your house by yourself, and you should pay it out of your profit. So now coming to an apartment. Apartments are the buildings in a larger unit which is maintained by the professional company. Usually services in apartments are maintained by company itself 24/7. So whenever something goes in your home, something wrong goes in your home, you definitely have to call just an reception and tell them that this is blocked or this is not working properly. You will be fixed immediately, or you will be fixed within a 24 hours of time duration. The complete responsibility will be based on the professional company which is handling the apartment. So there is no need of paying any extra fees such as homeowners association fee or any maintenance fee. If there is any gym or something which needs an extra membership, then definitely that only you have to remove out of your pocket if you want to use the utilities. So here at the apartment which I am staying is like swimming pool is free, sauna is free, and laundry I have to pay for a laundry whenever I'm using it, and the gym membership you have to get it if you need it. Next, moving into detached or individual housing. In one word, if you want to tell, this is a type of housing on its own. The detached houses may come with a backyard or front yard. It is like something like a lot of privacy. If you are moving with your parents and children, and you have quite a big family, then definitely you have to choose this option so that you will have your own personal space, and even you will have a lot of space for your family as well. If you are moving with a child and couples, then there is no need of taking such a big house, as the maintenance will be more and even the work will be more. So in detached houses, there are again 2 types. There is a bungalow and 2-story house. This will be applicable when you are buying a house. So buying a house we will be seeing in any other video. If you want that video how to buy an apartment or to know more about the buying, let me know in a comment so that I can research on that and make a video for you. So according to me, now currently when you are a newcomer to Canada, in the renting an individual house also may seems little costly. So I prefer you to go for an apartment or a basement. So condos are even more costlier than apartments. So even that is not preferable. If according to me, the best option will be apartment or basement. If you want to have some money stability in early days. Just keep a note that whenever you are buying, whenever you are renting, usually there will be unfurnished and furnished apartments. So whenever the newcomer is coming, usually they'll take unfurnished apartments. So going forward, they can buy the furnitures and keep. To buy the furnitures and all, we can find it very easily in the Facebook Marketplace and everything. Let me explain you the last option, that is a basement. So basement apartments are usually meant to be for a personal use. What happens is when the owner owns an individual apartment, the basement is the downside of the building, where the upside someone else will be staying and the down you will be staying. It is quite a good option to have it in the initial days. So sometimes what happens, usually owner uses it's for their personal use, but if for an extra income, they may rent it as well. If you are a newcomer in Canada, it's very common. You can see a lot of people staying in basement. Basements are quite nice and usually good option to stay and well maintained. The basement apartment will have its own entrance and exit, and sometimes shared laundry and even personal laundries like washer and dryer. So this is all about types of housing in Canada. There are 4 types, as I mentioned: condo, apartments, individual housing, and a basement. So you can choose according to your budget and your needs which housing you want to take. So after knowing the types of accommodation, types of housing in Canada, you will be wondering how this process can be done as soon as you land in Canada. So usually a newcomer in Canada prefer staying in an Airbnb. So and later going on, you can check with a lot of other websites such as Kijiji, Cadley, Rental.ca. Most very important is Facebook Marketplace. So with the help of these websites, you can find and connect with the respective house owners or a property managers and talk with them. You can collect their phone number if you have one. You can just message them in Facebook Marketplace Messenger as well, and you can connect them and ask, is it available and how about the rent, what about the duration, and how is it only for subletting or everything. All the details you can collect it, and I make an appointment to visit in person. So I suggest you definitely have to make an in-person visit for an apartment checking. It is really good. Sometimes the picture shows different thing and when you visit it shows difference. So it is suggested you go in person and check it out if the apartment is suitable for you. So one more important thing I want to add here is, here in Canada there is nothing like you have to pay the 11-month rent and all. You can it will be like if everything is finalized, then it will be like you will be paying in 1 month advance. That is a month which you are staying in and you will be moving in. And if the owner insists or owner wants some security, so that will be like 1 more month advance will be only paid. If it's furnished, then they may ask you to pay for the utilities, safe deposit for the utilities as well. So these are the only initial payments which you can do when you are finding in housing and when everything is finalized. So even the agreement part will be there, never miss the agreement part. And so you will be thinking like, what are the things house owner may ask when you are renting a house? The owner may ask the reference as well as the credit score, but as you are a newcomer in Canada, we will not be having anything like that. So we definitely have to convince a house owner, telling that this is like this, we can pay the rent and we are just looking into the process to be done, like banking, everything. So we will be making sure to pay the rent and all. They should have your trust. So that will be like you will be able to get the apartment. If you really like, you have to convince that one. So the most important thing and the things which you have to note down when you are searching for an apartment in your initial days, either in your website. If you search for 1 BHK, 2 BHK, there are rare chances that you may find it. So as in India, we have 1 BHK, 2 BHK and 3 BHK respectively. In here in Quebec, it is usually considered as 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. Apartments are usually advertised as a large 3.5 or small 3.5. 3.5 is a 3-room apartment made up of a bedroom, a living room and a kitchen. Half is always a bathroom. 4.5 is a 3.5 with an extra room, normally the other bedroom. Rent always varies according to the neighborhood. This is all about the housing in Canada. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and share with someone who is moving to Canada in coming days. Thank you for watching. Bye.